I grew up in the territory of Puerto Rico, born and raised there. And we learned a lot about how the territory was the fifth tiger. It was one of the miracles of development of the 20th century. Right at the beginning of the 20th century, it was, one of the poorest territories or islands in the Caribbean, and it went through a huge transformation. We would hear stories of how life changed for our families, for our grandparents, for our parents. And after many years of that transformation, things changed. There was a huge slowdown, and the expectations and aspirations of people changed a lot. Things looked a lot different. Having heard a lot about, from many others about those experiences, I also ended up, becoming more interested in understanding what were those processes across the world, not just where I came up from, but why is it that some countries ended up, becoming richer so much faster than others? Why weren't others so stuck? And what could it be done to accelerate that process? The levels of learning in Puerto Rico are some of the weakest across the whole of the U.S. as measured by comparable standardized tests in the whole nation, and that lends itself to a lot of opportunities. Right, we can diagnose and identify many areas of need and many areas of opportunity to lead change. And what we need to know is understand, well, what works in the context of Puerto Rico. I'm really excited about lots of the work that we're doing and a lot of the work that we're seeing in the field of, evidence-based policymaking in economics in all of these areas. For example, I've been very interested, how can we support strengthening states and strengthening government's ability to better deliver the public goods and services that they're mandated to provide to citizens. We've lived in a world where we think of what government does is a huge black box. And I think, in the last decade, we've seen a lot of interest in the field in opening that black box, understanding how do government organizations work,